Dear learner, I am Dr. Mohammad Habibur Rahman, lecturer, School of Science and Technology, Bangladesh Open University. I am the course facilitator of Principles of Epidemiology and Demography. Today I am going to discuss about the weekly lesson 4, and the topic is epidemiological approach. Learning objectives of today's weekly lesson 4 is: upon completion of the week 4, learner will be able to explain the need for an epidemiological approach in public health and adopt epidemiological approach to investigate the disease problems. Now I am going to discuss about the disease transmission. So disease transmission means when the disease is transformed from one source to another source. For an example, we know about the viral fever. So coughing and sneezing of the affected person in front of an unaffected person can transmit the viruses from one to one. So it requires two things: number one, a person, and number two, an environment, and between them an agent works there. And also the disease transmission, whenever we are describing, most importantly, the communicable disease is a perfect example of disease transmission. So we have a lot of disease around us, so this disease can be transmitted from one to another. The second example of communicable disease is that the tuberculosis. So tuberculosis can be transmitted from one person to another through the droplet nuclei of the agent of Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So coughing and sneezing or contamination of the Mycobacterium tuberculosis droplet from one person to another. So this process is known as the transmission, and also the disease transmission is now known as communicable disease. Now its important point, the incubation period. So the incubation period is very much important to identify. So it means a period whenever the person is affected by an agent but the symptom is not produced yet. For example, whenever someone is bitten by the Aedes mosquito, instantly the fever usually does not exhibit. It takes 3 to 4 days to process the virus into the human body, and then it can produce the symptoms. So in case of Aedes mosquito bites, the incubation period is 3 to 4 days after the bite of the mosquito. Now the important thing, disease types of disease transmission. So disease can be transmitted by two methods. One is direct transmission, another is indirect transmission. So 1 to 1 person transmission is direct, and another, so via another person to one person to another, is known as indirect transmission. So that's all from today's weekly lesson 4, and hope for the best in the future. Thank you very much.